Welcome now to Wärtsilä's Smart Power Generation News. In this special edition, we meet Wärtsilä's new CEO for perspectives on the trends driving change in the energy sector. And we'll look at how Wärtsilä is enabling new, more efficient and sustainable energy strategies. Björn Rosengren took up the reins as President and CEO of Wärtsilä in September of 2011. With his strong international industrial background, he has a clear view of what energy means today and tomorrow, and how Wärtsilä will be meeting the challenges ahead. What are the main trends in energy business, and where is the sector heading?
We are living in exciting times in our business. The energy sector is going through a major change. It's a transition towards a more sustainable and energy-efficient infrastructure. The decisions that we are taking today will give effects of the future way of life and the heritage of our children and grandchildren. There are three major trends that is driving this change. Firstly, the drive towards renewable energy and carbon-neutral power generation is creating investment for wind and solar-based power system. This is a major trendsetter, and this will require new ways of operating the power systems as well as design of the energy markets. We believe ultimately that this will lead to a separate energy market and capacity market. Secondly, it's the privatization of the energy sector, which is leading to a more transparent of the costs for the generation, transmission and the distribution. We can clearly see that an efficient grid requires distinct roles for different types of generation, and that by having dedicated technologies for each role will improve the overall system efficiency and make the system more sustainable. The third one is the energy security, and ultimately this is a result of fuel availability and choice. Every country has their own resources, yet one clear trend is visible: energy basket diversification. In order to have more security, the energy should be produced by multiple different sources. In Wärtsilä we call this fuel flexibility.
Is Wärtsilä prepared for the change?
Yeah, I believe that we are prepared for this. I think the systems of the future need to be flexible. And then in terms of energy efficiency, fuel flexibility and operational flexibility, the smart power generation is delivering this and has a clear role in the future system. So I very much see that Wärtsilä is prepared and we are ready for it.
The energy sector is in rapid transition all around the globe, with the pace of structural change running especially high in Western Europe. The European Union's 2020 plans are moving forward. What does this shift in energy strategy entail?
First of all, the 2020 targets for European Union mean a profound change in the way how we build and perceive our energy systems in Europe. The targets themselves are set to be 20% reduction in the CO2 emissions compared to 1990 level, and 20% share of renewable energy in total final consumption, as well as the 20% reduction in primary energy consumption, mainly through investments in energy efficiency. But these elements, especially the renewable energy share, means a dramatic change in the way how the power is being generated in our system.
This will require about 200 gigawatts of new wind power to be installed into the system, which today has an overall capacity of around 800 gigawatts. The proportional share of wind power will be very high, as the total installed capacity will have to be around 285 gigawatts, while average power consumption is 350 to 400 gigawatts.
In order to enable this to happen, we will need balancing power. And this balancing power would be another 100 gigawatts of new generation to be added in the system to make these two systems to play together well and provide a dispatchable power which is needed in order to keep the system running.
And what is the contribution of Wärtsilä in this picture?
Well, Wärtsilä is the enabler of the wind power. Our technology enables fast starting and stopping, very flexible operating modes in order to be able to bring the complementary for the wind power generation. Wind will have an intermittent power generation, meaning that sometimes you get a lot of power, sometimes you get quite small amount of power. The biggest challenge, though, is the fast changes. What we have seen and experienced in systems globally is that within the space of 1 hour, the wind power generation overall capacity may change drastically. 50% change in the overall output. And to be able to manage these changes, there has to be fast starting, fast stopping power generation, which can then complement the variations. And this is what Wärtsilä can provide, and this is what we call smart power generation.
Group Vice President Vesa Riihimäki there. And that wraps up this special edition of Smart Power Generation News. Next time, news of major new projects. Internationally recognized energy authority Jakob Klimstram will tell us how a simple idea can be very smart indeed. And we'll see how Wärtsilä clients are successfully chasing the wind. Be sure to join us then.